What's happening, everybody? Everybody. We got our coffee. It's decaf, but we got coffee.
Yeah.
Yep. And I didn't see any of the other of the groups online, so I don't think we're interrupting.
You're not stepping on toes.
I don't want to step on anybody else's live. We just do our own thing. So here we are on a Monday. It's Monday.
I think
Monday?
so.
I think it's Monday. That's the good part about being retired. We don't even know what day it is half the time.
Sometimes that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I guess sometimes that's not a good thing. So we thought we would do coffee with the Huffs this afternoon. And hopefully some of you folks will come in and tell us about your day. We're going to be taking a little trip.
Yeah, where we going?
Yeah, we're going to the country.
Woo-hoo.
We're going to go work on our tiny house. No sound. All right, Miss PJ, help me out here.
If she can't hear you, how's she going to help you out?
Oh, so it was you, not me. Hey, well, I never know. You know, I'm old, and sometimes I don't have things turned on right. So it could have been me. I hope you're doing good. Are you out of the hospital yet? No, you said it'd probably be what, Wednesday, if I remember right. They're looking at letting you go home. It is good in the country. We've got land. It's about 4 hours from here, and we're building a tiny house. We got a series on our channel of building this tiny house, and we need to go do some more work on it. So we got some material today at Lowe's, and
Not much, but
not much, just a little bit to. Anyway, probably
we'll be through Thursday.
Yeah,
we'll get there on Wednesday, be through Thursday, come home.
Yeah, we're gonna go up there Wednesday. I'm gonna try to live feed the bird feeder remotely. From there, we're limited on internet out there. We're gonna, what's that? Not OnStar. We got Starlink. We're gonna have to remember to load that up.
All I gotta do is
physically and money wise.
All I have to do is enable.
Yeah. So we're gonna take the Starlink with us, and we'll have some internet. But I don't know how much streaming we're going to be able to do. We're going to try to do some.
Because we're only limited.
Yeah. We're not buying the big plan because we're not gone all the time. If we ever see that we're going to be traveling a lot, we'll go and go with the bigger plan. But we buy the 50 gigs. Hey, Mr. Tim Fox, how are you, buddy?
And that don't go very far.
Yeah, it's $50 for, isn't it $50? For 50 gig of internet. And that's about 18 hours of movie watching kind of thing.
I don't even know if it's that much.
Yeah, so we're conservative with it.
Because we went over last time.
But if we're only going to be there 4 or 5 days, we can use a lot of it. Anyway, if y'all don't see or hear from us starting on Wednesday for about a week, that's because we are.
But you can do it Wednesday before we
leave.
I
can do it Wednesday morning before we leave. Yeah.
So Thursday, yeah.
And then after that, but we'll be talking with you guys tomorrow and Wednesday morning probably, and then Wednesday through the weekend, our internet time is going to be very limited. Coffee's good today. Mm-hmm. So today we went to the courthouse, and we went to 2 courthouses, actually tax assessors, trying to do some tags. And the first one we went to, we swore off of that office a while back. We wasn't going back to that office. because there's multiple offices we can go to do this. And it's one in particular. Every time we go in there, it's a hassle. But it's the closest one to us, and it was on our way today. So we went in there, and
all of 2 minutes.
Yeah. And we had tons of paperwork, but we didn't have, we're always in the wrong somehow, missing something. Hey, Tay. So we just walked out of there, come home, picked up a little bit more paperwork, and then we went to one of the other offices, and they were super nice and helped us out. And anyhow, it was.
Well, we actually helped train that girl.
Yeah, it was all day dealing with tax assessor's office, trying to get some tags taken care of on a couple of vehicles.
She was training. Literally, she was training. So we don't get frustrated with those people.
Yeah.
Because she was training.
Yeah. Hey, if y'all don't mind, reach down there and hit that like button for me.
Oh, yeah.
And another thing that happened today, it's not a good thing. The company I used to work for, one of their aircraft crashed today, and it killed a pilot and 2 medical personnel. Same company I used to do. Look right there. Look who just come in.
Hey, Georgie.
Georgie Porgy's in the house. Yep.
Hit the like button.
All right. You got George. Let me see that.
What?
Your phone. Just looking to make sure Georgie's got the wrench by her now. Yep. Georgie's got the wrench. All right, Georgie, you keep them straight. Sounds like Miss PJ's getting a little better each day. That's a good thing.
Oh, excuse me. It's time to go to bed.
Hey, Dennis the Menace. So we've had the time change in for a couple of days now. Is it messing with anybody in a negative way? I don't think anything of it because we're not on a time. Well, it did kind of mess with our bird feeder. So now the bird feeder, I start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and right now at 7 o'clock it's just breaking daylight, which that'll get better each day. So I'm going to leave it at 7. Probably wouldn't hurt right now to move to 7:30, but I'm just going to let the daylight catch up to us because it was almost daylight enough at 7 o'clock this morning. Good, Miss PJ. We hope you get to go home Wednesday too. We're glad you got some help.
Kidney stones.
Kidney stones for Mr. Coop. Yep, we will absolutely say some prayers for Mr. Coop. Ended up in the ER today. Kidney stones. Yeah, I've never had a kidney stone, but I've known people that. I shouldn't have said that. I'll have one now. But yeah, I've known people that have, and it's not fun at all. So I hope I never have one. So Georgie, maybe you can answer a question for me. So today we hit over 3,000 hours. So I got to do the process now for the monetization. It's a 3-step process. The first 2 steps I've done, and then the third step is YouTube has to verify my channel meets the requirement. It says it could take up to a month. I don't know. How long did it take for you to get those 3 steps done? Let me go to that. So here's the 3 steps. I had to look at some terms and deal with that, and then had to do a little bit here for AdSense. And then it says, the third step, which is get reviewed. I see. So a day or two. Okay. Because it says here it could take up to a month. I was just wondering if it took that long.
Well, the second one said up to 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, the second one said up to 2 to 3 weeks, and it was done today. So cool. We just got to keep doing things. So, like we say, we're going to leave Wednesday. We're going to the camp. We're going to work on it. I'll do some video in there and kind of do a video on what we get accomplished at the camp this time, the tiny house. What's the address verification? Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't see anything on here about an address verification. Yeah, we're on our way, Miss PJ. And I don't expect any money, just when you start this journey, you want to hit the next steps. Because really all that will do, people will be able to do super chats and that sort of stuff. I won't actually be getting paid by YouTube. You got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours to make money off of ads from YouTube. And we are at 900 and
it's through AdSense.
27 or something like
29.
that. 929. And we're at 3,000 hours. So we need about 70 more people and another 1,000 watch hours to get to the real pay stuff where all these other people are at making all that money, Georgie and all them. But that's all right. We'll get there. Just take a little time. Okay, that's through AdSense. All right, well, I will keep y'all abreast. That's my big word for today. I will keep y'all abreast of the situation and how we do. So, Coop is Mr. Coop down right now, taking meds and drinking. Was it cranberry juice they have you drink?
I have no idea.
I think they tell you to drink cranberry juice to help pass them stones. I was going to go. What's happened in the news today?
Why did you do that?
Because I wanted to go to this. AdSense takes us along with. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I haven't. 4 millimeter. I'm assuming that's big. I really don't know. Like I say, never had one. I've had friends that have. I've known people that have. It's not fun. It's not something I want to do. Now, I have gallstones. Yeah, so I was having something else looked at a couple of years ago, and the lady said, "Well, you got gallstones." I'm like, I didn't know I had a gallstone. She said, "No, you have gallstones, plural." So, I went to a doctor about it, and he said, well, if they're not giving you trouble, don't worry about it. He said that people could have gallstones their whole life and never have an issue with it. So far I'm good. Okay, so that is big. So they're gonna need to try to bust that thing up. So don't they use like laser and try to bust them up to where they're smaller and then and then you can pass it. Yeah, Georgie, the doctor told me, he said, if it starts giving you trouble, he said, you'll know. You know, I understand it's very painful. So I hope I don't have trouble with, but I'm 62. The doctors, they're not going to tell me good news. They're not going to tell me I'm getting younger. I'm getting better. If they tell me nothing's wrong with me, that's good news. Gave him meds and sent him home to pass it. Whew. Sound wave. They use sound waves to bust them up. Okay. So I'm surprised they didn't do something with that being big like that to try to bust it up. I thought I was having some gallstone attacks, but it turned out to be acid. I mean, keep me up all night and physically make me sick. I had about 3 bouts with it, and I thought it was the gallstones, because I felt like I was having a heart attack or something. So I went to the doctor, and he told me, he said, no, that's acid, because it would last for 5 or 6 hours. And he told me that, and this guy's supposed to be a really good doctor about all this stuff. He said that a gallstone attack would be very severe, but only last about 30 minutes. He said, so since mine was lasting 5 or 6 hours, that told him it was not gallstones. So he put me on some medicine for that, and so far it's working. That's been 4 months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, something like that.
That's a good idea, Georgie. I would come on with you and help you out, but I'm not keeping up with all that stuff y'all talk about, so I wouldn't be much help. Yep. Try to pass it first and then surgery. So zapping it with the sound waves or whatever they hit, is that considered a surgery? Do they have to do a surgery to do that? I don't know. I've never had that done. Really? So yours lasted for hours? Because I went to him, it hurt me so bad. I went to him and said, y'all got to take this thing out, because I don't want this to happen again. I had, was it 3 attacks?
4.
4 attacks. They were about a month apart each time. And it was very painful. So I just thought it was a gallstone. I said, man, y'all got to take this thing out or something. And he wouldn't do it. Speaking of medicine, I got one more pill to take. I'm at that point. I got my weekly pill box. Time for my evening pill. Sort of. It's a procedure. Okay. I didn't know. I just knew they tried to zap it some kind of way to try to bust it up. I didn't know it was a procedure. I don't know what I thought, really. 3 pregnancies. We got to see all your little babies on your vacation videos. That was pretty cool. I feel like we know you now. Well, I brought up YouTube to try to kind of look at what's happening in the news, because we really haven't watched any in the last few days. We're bad about not really watching the news. I watch YouTube stuff.
Well, when you do watch it, it's the same thing. It hadn't anything changed.
Yep.
You still talk about the same thing.
You're right. We've had a few weather days. Today was all right, but so I haven't really worked on the old truck because the weather hadn't allowed it. And now we got a guy coming over tomorrow to do some maintenance stuff we need done. And we're going to be kind of packing, getting ready to take our trip to the country. We'll do that on Wednesday. Probably be out there for 4 or 5 days. So sometime next week, I'll get back on the truck. Sorry about that, Georgie. I've tried to watch some of the videos about, is it Otter Creek? Is that the name of it? Otter Creek and all of that going on. I kind of got the gist of what's happening now. I think everybody in that little town has a YouTube channel. No, we're not taking the RV. Our tiny house is livable. We stay in it when we go out there. We're going to work on some trim and painting some things and all that. But no, we don't have to take the RV. We used to. When I bought the property, the first thing we did was put in hookups for the RV, and we took it back and forth, and that's what we stayed in. And then we made the decision to put a tiny house on there so we don't have to take the RV. And for a little while, we took the RV while we were working on the tiny house, but we finally got it to the point where we can stay in it. So we'll stay in that.
It was easier taking the RV.
Yeah, it was easier. It's been a lot of work going into the tiny house.
Yeah, because I have to pack up. We got to make sure we take clothes.
Yeah.
Because you can't leave clothes both places. Food.
Yeah, because a lot of things stay in the RV. Just ready to go.
And then I could pack it up right here.
Yeah, because it's in the backyard.
It's in the backyard. So I could just load it up with food and go. But now I'm having to think, okay, what else do I need? What do I have there? Which I don't have a whole lot.
We haven't done a trip in the RV in a while. I'm getting antsy. I'm ready to take a trip.
We're fixing to take a trip.
In the RV.
In the RV.
Where we going?
Van Cleve.
Oh, that don't count. That's right here.
It doesn't matter.
All right, Georgia, y'all want to see the new channel, Pet? Okay, I'm not following. What new channel?
Did you reinforce the floor on the tiny house? I don't guess we did.
No, we did not reinforce the floor. It has, I want to say the floors are 2x6s. So it shouldn't need reinforcing. I do have the X, Paul. I like using the fifth wheel. It's fun. So, and we are going to use it in a couple of weeks, but we're using it locally. There's an event that we put on, and we'll have, I don't know, 50 or 60 people come to
we'll see,
a campground near us. And we put on a camping jam. We sit around and play music every day, and we cook and just have a good time. Just a bunch of old people having a good time playing music. So we'll be doing that the first week of April. So a couple of weeks away, 3 weeks away. And we might get some footage of that. Maybe even go live while we're out there. Y'all can see what we do. Tay, what kind of dragon is Georgia getting? One of those, what do they call them, little lizards? And big lizards, and they call them a dragon of some sort. Oh, I hope ours don't do that, Miss PJ. If it does, we'll deal with it. But
Check your email.
she ain't talking to me.
Oh,
I don't.
who's she talking to?
Well, I don't know, Georgia. Are you telling me to check email or somebody else?
Yeah, the bearded dragon. That's what I was.
Oh, I see the pictures.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I was seeing that big thing, but that's not. I see him now.
He's small, but he's gonna get big. Can I share? Can I show the picture, Georgie?
Let me see the next picture. I just don't like things crawling.
All right, Georgie. I'm waiting on your answer before I share the picture. We've got a grandson that likes all that kind of stuff. There it is.
Show the other one.
Two months old. What's the name?
You got him on vacation, didn't you?
Two months old. I'm still waiting on a name.
Well, you should probably give her a chance.
I'm impatient. Reptar. Okay.
Did you get him on vacation? Oh, you got him today. Okay.
Today. That would have been my guess too. While they were on vacation, it's like
Well, they just come home from
there
vacation,
he
and now
is,
there's a dragon.
Yeah, that would have been my guess too. You got him while you was on vacation. Yeah, how big do they? Miss PJ asked a question. How big does he get, or she, whatever it is? Named after the dino on Rugrats. We didn't ever really watch Rugrats, did we?
Mm-mm.
Wasn't our thing.
Nothing over there.
24 inches long. That's from tip to tip, right? From the nose to the end of the tail. Well, it'd have to be.
That's what I would have
Yeah,
said.
it'd have to be. Named after the dino from Rugrats.
Our friend's got one.
Who? Who got one?
Jack Bell.
Oh, yeah. My friend Jackie Bell. He's got one. Mm-hmm.
It's big. It must be one that he must be a fully grown one because he's pretty big.
I never really had a desire to have a lizard. We got lizards outside.
Yeah, and the kitty gets them. I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah.
her getting my birds.
Yeah. So far, the cat has not gotten any of the birds. Not out here.
I don't know where she had that bird.
Look, as far as we know, the only birds our cat has gotten is in the back. We got a lot of glass on the back of the house, and occasionally a bird will run into the glass, and it either kills them or knocks them out. But anyhow, they end up on the concrete, and the cat's right there to pounce.
That one that I tried to save.
It's too late. And she's gotten, I don't know, 2 or 3 like that. But it's the bird's fault.
She had a hummingbird.
I don't know how she got, well, the hummingbird had to hit that glass.
Yeah.
So she's not out there actively attacking birds. The birds run into the glass.
She was.
Now, we did see her at the ground below the feeder the other day.
She was fixing to get her a bird.
Circle of life. She's just doing what cats are supposed to do.
Go. I like my lizards.
She's doing what cats are supposed to do.
I like the birds.
Well, I like the birds and I like the lizards too, but
I don't want to kill them.
Cat's just doing her thing.
She can go get her mice.
Now she does good. She'll get a mice and
get a mice.
Yeah, she will get mice. She will get a mouse.
There you go.
And she also gets the little moles.
Yeah.
That are in the ground. I don't know how she gets them, but
little baby one.
She'll get one every now and then. But that's why I have an outside cat to do those things. Yeah, we got 2 dogs in the house, and that's enough.
It's too much.
That's too many. There's coming a day they won't be here anymore, and they will not be replaced.
Nope.
Doggone. Yep, doggone. These dogs are spoiled too. Spoiled.
Okay.
So, Miss PJ, I hope, since you're stuck in the hospital, I hope in the mornings getting to listen to the birds and see the ones that we've named land on the bird feeder. I hope that
this morning wasn't a good
brightens your day a little bit. They came, the wrens never did come. Smokey and Bandit never did come today.
That's because Kitty got them.
No, Kitty hadn't gone. Boss Hog was there. Daisy came by, and the little black and white Cletus he flitted in for just a second and was gone, but he did stop by.
Flitted in and flitted out.
Flitted in and flitted out. But he did stop by for just a second. But we're out in the country, and we're at the end of the street. So what you're seeing is on the front of our house, looking out at the road. What you don't see is the creek running by my house and 600 acres behind us of woods. We're at the end, and
okay, that's enough.
You just don't realize how far out in the country we are, because you can see some other houses, but that's on the front of our house, pointed at the street, and it's a cul-de-sac and nothing behind us for almost miles. And the night nurse too, she comes in and listens, because they do sound pretty, even if they're not coming to the feeder. But I think that the feeder will get busier and busier with time.
Some days are really happy out there.
Yeah.
When it's really pretty out.
Yeah. There's a lot of bird lovers out there, I didn't think about it when I first started. I started that just to try to help build our watch time, but I think it's going to kind of take a life of its own and get a little following of people that just like, there's a lot of people that like watching birds. So we might get a little following on the bird feeder. I'm mesmerized by it. I can sit and watch it for a while. What you looking for?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just making sure I was up to date. I don't know how to get the chat back up.
I don't know.
When I go in, hit the light. Oh, that's right.
What is your night nurse's name? Because I've got an idea.
What?
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 Was that movie? So what I'm thinking is, tell me what your night nurse's name is, and then the next random bird that comes, we're going to name it Jess. How about that? Because I'm sure there will be another type bird will come to the feeder at some point. And you can tell the night nurse that we have decided that the next one that comes, we're going to name it Jess. Now, is that male or female? That name could go either way. Okay, so Jess is a she. All right, so she will be there soon. So you tell Miss Jess that the next bird named will be named Jess. And then maybe she'll follow our channel and watch for her bird in the morning time. And we're doing that on account of she's taking good care of Miss PJ. Now, wouldn't it be cool if we get one tomorrow? We've had the same birds for a week. And it'd be nice if we get a different bird tomorrow that we could go ahead and assign that name to. Well, I hope she'll be happy about that. We got to think of a name anyway. Yep, her daughter can help her do that.
Well, how do you find the live?
Which live? What?
That one.
Huh?
This one.
Oh, you're going to have to probably search us. I don't know if you can do it on that phone.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Because that's what you are, and we're the ones doing it. Well, I don't know where everyone's at tonight. We've got 3 people in. I don't think anything else is going on YouTube right now, but that's all right. So we're at 929 people. We need 71 more subscribers. So Miss PJ, you help us get some of those hospital people. And we just crossed over the 3,000 watch hours, like I said earlier. So we're headed towards that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. All right, you about ready to shut this down? Okay. She's ready to shut it down, and I'm about ready to shut it down. We had 3 people. Now we have 4, which is not a lot, but we're glad y'all came in. Miss PJ, we're glad you're doing better. And Georgie, we enjoyed seeing the new addition to the family. I don't want to miss anybody. Everybody else that came in, we appreciate it. We will have the bird feeder up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we might do another live tomorrow evening since we're going to be out of town for a few days. Might do one more before we leave. So thank y'all so much for coming in this evening. I'm Larry, and this is Santi, and we're just going to say it. We'll see you down the road. Bye, y'all.
Bye.